Hey there, Jonathan Sports N. I'm sorry what happened out last night, but by the time this game over, it was late, and the wife wanted to go to sleep. But as you don't want to hear about that. But another backbreaker. He's Steam plays tough, and it's something every game. This game it was Daniel Jones making horrible decisions, and I get from a lot of fans that they're sick of it and fed up with it, and I'm fed up. I'm fed up with it too. But I mean, this is what it is when you got a young guy. And listen, I can't defend the decision making. That first interception for Daniel Jones was, I think it's the worst one I've ever seen. But even through all this horrible mess and all this shit, I mean, once we take our emotions away from it and really look at it, I mean, aren't we kind of happy? This is the second year of a rebuild, and look where our defense is. And our offense is struggling. Daniel's struggling, and if the offensive line played like it did in the first half of this, I mean, I think the whole season would be different. The second half, it kind of broke down a little bit, but listen, that's a good defense, Tampa Bay. And I'm not going to sit here and try and justify them horrible picks Daniel Jones made, but that's a good defense. Look, they did Aaron Rodgers, and just our offensive line for at least half the game, most of the game hung in there, fought. I mean, some of these guys showed they might have a future here, and for a second year rebuild, I mean, you got to be the losses beat you down and grind you down. But at the end of the day, you got to be happy with how our team's fighting, and you're really starting to see it play out. That's what we need. What we really need to climb that hill and become like a full-on playoff contender. We need some pass rushers in here. I mean, it was obvious. Brady had all day to sit back there, and the offense, we just need a piece here and there on the offensive line. They need time. They need time to gel together. I was, I was happy with Lamine. I mean, he came in there, and I haven't really went through the all 22 yet because I haven't been over. I don't think I normally go watch on Bobby's, but it felt better than when Hernandez is in there. It just did, and that was great. Thomas had a great comeback game. You got to be excited for some of this stuff. I know you guys are wanting Daniel Jones out and all, but this is what you get with a young guy. I mean, if we don't get the number one and number two pick, you're going to get another project quarterback in here. Then we're going to be dying through the same shit. We're going to be living through these same mistakes. I mean, maybe not as, if you get another one, maybe not as many, but you're going to get these same moments. And we went through with Eli for 4 years. A lot of you guys were screaming for him to go because he was just making these it's like he'd play a great game and he'd just have these stupid decisions that made no sense. And listen, I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to compare Daniel Jones, Eli Manning, because that's instantly where people go and get aggravated about it. I'm just talking about the situation as that's the only example I have for us with a young quarterback and most of our lifetime. Other than the older fans and go back to this and that, but for me, that's all I can speak on. And I saw a lot of the same stuff. You can sit and say Eli had a better arm. I'm not going to argue all that stuff, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the situation of a young quarterback. And we saw a lot of the same stuff. And I'm going to be the same way I was with Eli. I'm going to be patient. And if you want to call me a defender or whatever, that's fine. Like I said, I can't justify the decision making. But anyways, the good things I could take from this game was Jason. If Jason Garrett could call the remaining games like this, I'm happy. I am happy with him. I have been down on him. I have been wanting him gone. And I'm not like that normally with coordinators that quick, but that was great. There was chances. Jones missed a few. Some of the receivers couldn't get turned around quick enough. I think maybe just some of it is they're not used to running a lot of them deep plays, but deep plays were there. And just like a kick in our face, Evan Ingram makes pretty much the same catch that he dropped last week, or we could have won the game. So, hey, it's great to see him make a play, but that really kind of hurt. If he just makes that same catch last week, we're in a whole different situation. But, I said in my prior video, I wasn't going to talk about penalties, but there were some really head scratchers in this one. I mean, first drive, there's a bad holding call on the offense. I mean, it negated a huge run by Goldman. Goldman would have been down right around the 32, 33-yard line, and that possibly took a field goal off the board. There was an offensive pass interference on our offense that I didn't understand at all. It just wasn't. They're trying to say it was a rubber out. It wasn't. If anything, it should have been illegal contact from the defense, but they called that. The defensive pass interference on Bradbury at the end of the game. I mean, it was just an uncatchable ball way out the back of the end zone. I don't understand that one. There was a play where the Bucs tight end lowered his helmet, and the refs called an illegal hit on the Giants. I mean, that was a pathetic call. Uh, Giants, and then right down to the end, the Giants fight down the field to score, and 2-point conversion. The refs throw the flag, and they pick it up. I mean, it essentially ended the game. Uh, I mean, there was more bad penalties, but I'm not going to sit here and go through them all. I mean, that's just redundant, ridiculous. This needs to stop from the refs. It really does. I mean, it's at the point now where every time I see a flag, I want to just turn off my TV. But I love my team. It's just rough. It's just rough. I don't know what it is. We just end up on the bad call. I'm not gonna sit here and say we lost the game because of the penalties, the bad calls. But I mean, it's part of it. It's part of it. And for me to sit here and not act like it wasn't, I don't know. It's just rough. It's just getting rougher and rougher to watch. Anyways, I'm gonna try and look at the positive. I mean, Jason Garrett called the plays a lot better. I thought defensive calling was a lot better than last week. They mixed it up a lot more, played a lot more man. Uh, Defense was pretty solid, even without really much of a pass rush. I mean, the only few sacks that we got were straight up coverage sacks. So, we're just missing a few pieces. We just need a pass rusher or two here, and we got a team. Really, we got a team. We're great against the run all night. It's just a good showing. It's really unfortunate because this could have been a whole different moment for Daniel Jones to get some of you guys off of him. But I mean, you're gonna have games like this from young quarterbacks. I mean, you can sit there and counter that and talk about this many and that many games and all that, but at the end of the day, no matter what he's done in the past, take it game by game, you're gonna have games like this. I mean, and again, I'm not comparing to Eli, but Eli had games like this his whole career, where there wasn't. But you see the other part of it too. You see the great throws, dime to Deion Lewis, the great throw at the end, the Golden Tate. And I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better about Golden Tate too after this game. And I get, some of you fans are going to call for him to be gone, and I get it. You're frustrated, we're losing. I'm emotional about it too. But after each game, I got to step back and I got to try and take the emotion out of it and look at this team rationally. And we are getting better. There is a team here to build on from this point. And we got 8 more games. Listen, if Daniel Jones comes out here and he has 2, 3 turnovers each game and we keep losing games because of him, then, hey, new GM comes in. If you like one of these quarterbacks, take him. But here's the thing. I don't want to go down that road if we don't have to. Because, if you're not getting a 1-2 pick and you're not getting a top line quarterback, right? Many of these quarterbacks come in like Patrick Mahomes, day one, they're going to Pro Bowls, winning MVPs. There's just not many. And the chances of us getting one with a 3rd or 4th pick, or even 2nd pick next year, chances aren't great, but we at least got a good team to build on from this point. Keep building. And if anything, Daniel Jones is just a bridge to the next guy. We know what we got, By the end of next year, if he's still here, we'll know what we got. And at least when a new quarterback comes in, he'll be in a much better situation. Let's talk about Patrick Mahomes. Think about him. Did he come in number 1 pick? No. When he stepped in, he was on a team that was already built. It already built up for years. It was already going to the playoffs. So, if Daniel Jones ain't the guy, he's not the guy. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and scream like some people, get him out of here, get him gone. I'm going to be patient and I'm going to watch it play out. If it works, that's good. That's good for us. If it don't work, that sucks, right? That's bad for us. But if the right situation for the quarterback next year ain't there, keep building. So when you do hit on that quarterback, boom, it happens quick. It turns around. It turns around so quick in the NFL, guys. That's it for me, though. I mean, it kind of sucks after all these close games we're having. These are the kind of conversations and the videos I gotta make. And this is hard. This is not easy coming on here doing this every week. But I can see it getting better. I really can. We're competing. So hang in there, guys. That's it for me. Stay safe, like, and subscribe.